Are you spending valuable time searching through stock photo sites to find just that right image for your presentation slides? Thanks to AI, you don't have to anymore. You can now create images by just describing them in your favorite AI tool. And in this video, I'm going to share my top 10 tips to create stunning images with ChatGPT. So let's dive right in with tip number 1, be descriptive. I am here now in ChatGPT, and next to me the cursor is blinking, waiting for a prompt. Now, I'm using ChatGPT, but the tips that I'm sharing here you can use in any of the tools that create images. Also, I'm using the paid version, but you can do everything that you see here in this video also in the free version. So what do I mean by be descriptive? Let's start with creating an image of a car. This is not all that descriptive, and nevertheless, I look forward to see what kind of a result we are getting. All right, not bad, not bad. It definitely is a car. But how about describing it a little bit more in detail? My next prompt here is to create an image of a sleek black sports car driving along a coastal road at sunset with the ocean in the background and mountains in the distance. And here we go. So just by describing more closely what exactly it is that you want, you get some significantly different results. Tip number 2, aspect ratio. As you can see, this image here is in a square format. This is the standard format, the default that ChatGPT gives us. But for presentation slides, usually a 16:9 format, a landscape format, is the better choice. So you can instruct ChatGPT to make images in the format that you desire, such as 16:9, 4:3, portrait, landscape, or even indicate the pixels, although it doesn't seem to be all that accurate when you do it that way. But here we go. Now we have an image in 16:9 of a car driving down the highway with mountains in the background and sunset and so on. So be descriptive and indicate what aspect ratio you want to get the image that you actually are looking for. Moving on to number 3, tip number 3, which is the artistic style. So for example, I can prompt ChatGPT to create an image of a peaceful lake at sunset in watercolor style. So here I'm indicating the style that I would like to have something that looks like it was done in watercolor, and it's a very, very good image that ChatGPT is giving us here. Now, I see that it reverted back to a square format. So to get them all in 16:9 in this thread here, in this chat, I'm asking ChatGPT to make all images in this chat in a 16:9 format. And somehow it also took this as a prompt to recreate the previous image here and present that to us in 16:9. This is very, very nice. So styles, we are still in the artistic style. So now how about we are changing that style from watercolor to a comic strip style. Let's see what ChatGPT is returning when we ask it for a comic strip style. And here we go. Now we even have 2 panels of a comic strip. That's kind of cute. And you see now how just indicating the artistic style can make a big, big difference. And I have included a list of artistic styles that you can try in the description below. Have a look to see how this all works. Now, tip number 4 is to use colors. For example, I could now ask ChatGPT to take the previous image here and make this in black and white, for example. And it goes to work. And here we go. Now we have a comic strip style image in black and white. Isn't this cool how just a few adjustments in your prompt can make a huge, huge difference? Also, when you are creating something, you can add the desired colors for different elements. For example, here I'm asking for an image of a vibrant beach with turquoise water and golden sand. And here we go. It's actually pretty close to what I had in mind. Let's create another one here while we are using colors. And in this case here, I'm asking ChatGPT to create an image of a busy street corner in a dark gray and yellow color tone. So you can even ask for a color tone and ChatGPT will create a image in that particular color scheme that you're asking it to do. This is really, really powerful, isn't it? Moving on to tip number 5, set the scene. Let's create an image of a city with tall buildings. I am not really indicating the scene here. Oops. And this is what can happen when you are creating images quite frequently and too quickly here. So now ChatGPT is asking me to wait 6 minutes. I use that to take a quick little break and continue this in just a moment. So I'm asking ChatGPT here to create an image of a city with tall buildings. I'm not really setting the scene. It's a city with tall buildings. Let's see what ChatGPT responds here with. There we go. We have a city with tall buildings. Now, if I set the scene a little bit, I would do something like this. Create an image of a futuristic cityscape with glowing skyscrapers at night. Now, by setting the scene, I can influence the mood that the image is communicating. So let's see what ChatGPT is presenting to us here. Here we go. All right, so by indicating the mood or indicating the scene, you can really impact the mood that an image is communicating. And speaking of mood, this is going to be tip number 6. You can also add a little bit of action or a specific mood. For example, if I just type create an image of a dog in a park. This is what we are gonna get. We are gonna get a dog in the park, of course. Here we go. We have a dog in the park. This is actually pretty close to what I'm going to prompt it next with the action. So not so sure if we will get a much different result here, but the point is that you can prompt ChatGPT by including things like a happy dog running through a sunny park. So with that, yeah, the image here is pretty much almost the same. But I think you get it, that the action, we could, for example, say instead of the happy dogs running through the park, we could say it's a tired dog sleeping in a sunny park. And let's see whether we get something that's a little bit different than the original one. All right, so that is definitely quite a different image now. So action. This is the point of this tip here. Include the action that you want your animals or people in your image to do, and you will get significantly different results. Moving on to tip number 7, lighting. Play with light when you are working with ChatGPT. So for example, if I ask ChatGPT to create an image of a mountain, then this is what we are going to get. Here we go. We have an image of a mountain. And if I change my prompt to create an image of a mountain with soft morning light, so now I'm indicating the light that I would like to get, ChatGPT is going to work, and let's see what result it is giving us now. Here we go. Quite a different mood again that these two images communicate to the audience. Moving on to tip number 8, composition. In this case here, let's play a little bit with the perspective. So in the first instance, I'm asking ChatGPT to create an image of a bird's eye view of a park with a fountain in the center. And that should give us an aerial view of a park. Here we go. And this is even a top down. I'm not so sure whether I wanted that, but it's all right. It is definitely a bird's eye view. Now, if I change this to create an image of a close-up of the fountain, let's see what ChatGPT is doing with this one. And here we get the close-up of a fountain. It seems to have forgotten my instructions about the 16:9, but that's all right for the moment. And tip number 9, refine, refine, refine. I started a new chat here, so let me show you what I mean by refining, by starting out with a prompt that is asking for an image of a street market. All right, so here we get an image of the street market. Again, it's back to the default square format. So this could be one of the refines that we want to add. I also would like to have a more modern look in this image. So I'm asking it to make this image look more modern and make it in 16:9 format. And let's see what ChatGPT is giving us here now. And there we go. Although we lost the market field, so in this case here, I would say now it doesn't look like a market. And let's just see what ChatGPT is doing this. And all right, now it looks definitely more like a market and it looks more modern. And finally, tip number 10, have fun. This can be a lot of fun, and seeing what ChatGPT is bringing to your screen is always a surprise. When you are waiting, you're seeing this wheel spinning and then the image is appearing. So use these 10 tips to create just the images that you want and dazzle your audiences with them when you show it on your presentation slides. And if you want to know how to have ChatGPT create your presentation slides, the actual PowerPoint file, check out this video here where I show you exactly how you can do that. Thank you for watching, and I will see you again in my next video. Bye-bye.